about things that matter. So you've opened to Romans 8. Romans 8 is in competition with John 14 for my favorite chapter of the Bible. I love this chapter. So I'm going to read parts of this to you, and I love to read the whole thing.
Is this for funsies, or is this like have to do with
No, this has to do with your test. I find it funsy, but you might not. So where do I want to start on this?
spirits?
Okay, I'm going to. I can.
Funsies?
Okay, so I'm going to start at verse 12, and then I'm going to go a long time. So just follow along. So then, brothers, we are debtors not to the flesh, to live according to the flesh. For if you live according to the flesh, you will die. But if by the Spirit you put to death the deeds of the body, you will live. For all who are led by the Spirit of God are sons of God. For you did not receive a spirit of slavery to fall back into fear, but you received a spirit of adoption as sons, by whom we cry, Abba, Father, which basically means Daddy, Father. The Spirit himself bears witness with our spirit that we are children of God. And if children, then heirs, heirs of God and fellow heirs with Christ, provided we suffer with him in order that we may be glorified with him. For I consider that the sufferings of this present time are not worth comparing to the glory that is revealed to us. For the creation waits with eager longing. Some versions say groaning, that it's groaning. With eager longing for the revealing of the sons of God. So all of creation is waiting for Jesus to come back. For the creation waits with eager longing for the revealing of the sons of God. For the creation was subjected to futility, not willingly, but because of him who subjected it, in hope that the creation itself will be set free from its bondage to corruption and obtain the freedom of the glory of the children of God. For we know that the whole creation has been groaning together in pains of childbirth until now. And not only the creation, but we ourselves who have the first fruits of the Spirit, groan inwardly as we wait eagerly for adoption as sons, the redemption of our bodies. For in this we hope, we are saved. Now, hope that is seen is not hope, for who hopes for what he sees? But if we hope for what we do not see, we wait for it with patience. Likewise, the Spirit helps us in our weakness, for we do not know what to pray for as we ought, but pray for as we ought. But the Spirit himself intercedes for us with groanings too deep for words. And he who searches hearts knows what is the mind of the Spirit, because the Spirit intercedes for the saints according to the will of God. And we know that for those who love God, all things will work together for the good, for those who are called according to his purpose. For those whom he foreknew, he also predestined to be conformed to the image of his Son, in order that he might be the firstborn among many brothers. And those whom he predestined, he also called. And those whom he called, he also justified. And those whom he justified, he also glorified. Okay, we're going to stop there. So I think it's the last question on your test, and I think your study guide says something about Romans 8. So you want to take out your study guide and tell me what it says about Romans 8? Thank you. Welcome. Yes.
Read Romans 8:27. How does this passage relate to the law of thermodynamics?
What is the second law of thermodynamics? Yes.
That things, like decay, the law of entropy, things go away as we grow older.
Passage is all about the law of entropy. It's not stating that the law of entropy exactly, but it's talking about all of creation groaning, and everything tends to decay, right? We had a beautiful, and we were told maybe 300, maybe 400 year oak tree in our front yard, and it was dying. And instead of just letting it go for another year and then falling on our house, we bit the bullet to have it cut down. It was growing. It was saying, I can't last forever. It was degraded. Everything tends to degrade. Now, the law of entropy is only talking about physical things, but you've seen, old cars on the road that have degraded. I mentioned that the other day. I would give maybe not everything I have, a lot of what I have, to be able to do the things I could do when I was younger. But I can't because I'm getting old. And everything tends to disorder. It doesn't, if there's any order in this world, that's of God, but everything in our world tends to disorder. And that's the law of entropy. So my suggestion for you is that you read through this passage and you think about that and think about some things, that ways that you have seen the law of entropy in your own world, or in the world itself, and then connect these verses to that. And that's exactly what I'm going to ask you to do. And every year people forget about this, that it's on there. But I think it's an important theological concept. And it again lines up with the science. That will be, I think it's the last question, your essay. So make sure you're familiar with that passage. I'll probably put you use your Bible for that passage, but be familiar with it, be thinking about what you want to say. And I don't want like 2, 3 sentences. Questions about any of that? Great, you've got the rest of the hours.
That's really nice.